Today we will see how to create pattern and cross section in Creo. I am creating one feature new. Before that we have to set the working directory. Create I created one rectangular plate, and that we are going to create one hole. Basement, hole dia 25 mm, 25. Now we have created one hole. We have to pattern this hole. See, in Creo, first we have to pick the hole to create the pattern, then only it will highlight. See, pick the pattern. In pattern, see, here we have several options to create the pattern. One by one we will see. See, this is the dimension. By picking the dimensions, we can create the pattern. See, we have used this. There are 4 dimensions we have used to create the feature. First I am picking this one. We have to give the pitch value, one hole to another hole, the pitch value I am giving 50 in X direction. First dimensions we picked and the pitch value is 50. This is the second direction. I am picking this dimension and giving 75 as the pitch value. In the X direction we will give 4 holes. In the Y direction we will give 8 holes. Sorry, it is beyond the boundary. We will go 4 in this direction, 6 in this direction. See, we have created dimensions. Okay, this is the pattern, dimension pattern. By using the dimension we are creating the multi features. See, right pick. If you want to delete the pattern, use this delete pattern. If you give this delete, we have to lose the generic feature also. So give this one. We are keeping the generic. Now I am creating one more pattern. This dimension pattern. See, 2 direction we can give. Now I am giving the X1 here. Earlier we picked the Y value here. Instead of that, if we picked the Y value in the same window by pressing the control, see, I have selected both X and Y in the one direction. Now we are getting diagonal. This pitch value 50, here 75. We will the pattern get the pattern like this. 4. If we pick both X and Y in only one direction, we are getting diagonal like that. Okay. We can also select the dia also. dia increment 10. First one is 25, then 35, 45, 55, like that. Okay, now we have completed the dimension pattern. Next we will see direction pattern. See, instead of picking the dimension, we have to select the direction. See, first I am picking this surface. See, normal to this surface we are creating the pattern. We can flip this, the value, pitch value is 75. Number of 3. Similarly, this is for direction, the second direction. I am pick this window, then pick the surface, this surface, flip. We need in this direction, so I am flipping this. Here we need 5. This is the pitch value, 60. Okay, in this way, this is the direction pattern. In the dimension pattern, we are picking the dimension. In the direction pattern, simply by picking the surface, we are creating. See, okay, direction pattern. Third one, axis pattern. For circular objects, we have to use this one. We will see in the after. The fourth one is the fill. For fill, we need a sketch. Okay. I am creating one sketch. Sketching on surface, we are creating one sketch. I am creating one spline. Now I am picking this one, create pattern, the fill. Sorry, the sketch must be below the, above the hole. We can drag like this, but okay. Now we have to create pattern, fill. We have to select the sketch. The fill. Okay. Just like delete pattern. Instead of spline, if we created one rectangle, we can control easily for understanding. See, different type of pattern. See how the goes. You can try yourself these things. And this is the pitch value of hole, 50. All these things you can try yourself. Okay. Very pattern. Next, then table. See, sometimes we cannot give uniform pitch. Holes are placed randomly. In that situation, we have to create either a point or table. Now we will see in how to create in table. In the fabrication drawing, you can see sheet metal drawings particularly. The holes are given by x ordinate dimension, x and y ordinates they always give. So we have to see how we have to create pattern. Here we have to pick the table. In the table dimensions, see, this is the table dimension. Here we have to add all the dimensions which need to be modified. See, this is x dimension. By pressing the control, pick y dimension. I am going to change the x and y as well as the dia. These three I have added in table. See, by going edit, see, this is x, y and dia. X, y and dia. See, in the index we have to give one value 1. Here x 25, now I am giving 50. Here also 50. Whole dia 25. In the second hole, this must be on 75. Here we need 50. The whole size is 25. Here one more hole 3. The x distance is 100. Y distance is 60. 25. If the pitch is not uniform between the holes, here 25, here also 25, this is 110 we can do. Here 50, 55, 60. If we don't have a constant pitch between the holes, we have to use this table. File, save the table, file, exit. See, we have got, see how the holes are created. If we want to edit, go to edit and we can change the dimensions. See here D6, D5, this is the dimension ID. If we want to clearly understand, we can change also the ID. Just to go and you edit. This is horizontal distance. Pick on the text, right pick property. In the name we have to give HORZ, horizontal. Okay. Then this dimension, properties, VER, vertical. Okay. In the dia, pick and right pick. This one is dia. Okay. Control. Now go to edit definition. See, if you see the edit, see horizontal missed anyway, vertical dia, horizontal missed, file, exit. Okay. right pick, definition, edit. See, now we have the ID. Easily we can understand this is this like that. Okay, now we have completed the table. Delete pattern. Then next one is pattern. Reference we will see next. Then curve. If we have one curve, we have created one sketch, we can use that also. See, and hide. We have one curve. Along the curve we can create the pattern. This pattern, dimension, this is the curve. Pick the curve. Maybe okay. See, the curve is start point is here, so it is shifted to this much distance. Okay, this is the way we have to create. You can practice yourself. We can control on the curve also, we can create. Okay, the next one we will see pattern. The last one is the point. This is similar to table, but we can control here. On the geometry we can control. For that we have to create the point. Go to sketch, create a sketching plane, sketch. We have to draw. This is the point. We have to give the point value. See, I want to create 4 holes. Symmetry. Vertical. Okay. Dimension between the holes is 275. Okay. Also we need holes here and here, aligning vertically. And one more hole here, align horizontally. Now we have created the points. If you want the point, we can see these the points. We need the holes on the point. See, I am deleting this hole. I am going to create one hole on this point. Create hole. Just to pick any one point. Then through all, size 25. Okay. Now we have created one hole. Create pattern. Go and pick the point. Select. We have to select the sketch. Just sketch this one. You okay. If you don't want any feature, see, if you want to remove anyone, pick on the black dot. We can We can do all type of these things in all type of pattern. Okay, now we have seen delete pattern. Now we have completed dimension, direction, fill, table, curve, point. Now we have to see axis and reference pattern. We have to see. Okay, reference pattern. Now we will see. Hole. I am creating pattern. Here point pattern. I am picking this point. Do OK. Okay. Now I am going to create one round on this, or see, creating a round by picking this edge. I have created one round. If you want to create round in all holes, no need to create separate rounds. Just we have to pick on that, right pick, give reference pattern. Round, give pattern. See, it automatically selects the existing pattern. Here we can see the reference. Simply give OK. See, this is the reference pattern. We are using the existing pattern for OK. This is the reference pattern. We are referring the previous one, so that is called the reference pattern. Now we have completed reference. Circular pattern we have to see. Circular pattern mostly used in the circular objects. So we will edit definition. I am changing this into circular one. For circular pattern we need axis. Now we have the axis. If we don't have, we can create the axis by picking two planes. For example, if we don't have axis in the middle, we can create by picking datum axis, pick this vertical plane, by pressing the control, pick another vertical plane, give OK. Now we are getting here. See, this is the axis we have created by intersecting these two planes. Okay, now we already have, so no need to create this one. Now I am creating one hole. For circular object we have to create hole, diameter hole. For diameter we have to pick the axis. So remove. On the surface we have to drill. This is the diameter, so we have to pick this one, 250, 350 we can do. Then the plane, here 45 degree. The hole size is 25 through all. Okay, now we have created. Now I am creating circular pattern. Okay. By giving dimensions also we can create. For circular pattern, see, if I pick the 45 degree and giving 90 degree as the pitch, for here pick 4 holes. See, we have created. This is the dimension pattern. we have given 90 and created. This is the dimension pattern. This one is the axis pattern. Just we have to select axis, that's all. See, now 4 holes are uniformly distributed for 360 degree. See, 5 holes. See, here we have to give the dimension. 5 means 360 divided by 5. See, 72. If we select this one, see, it automatically selects the angle. See, in the 360 degree we have to give 10 holes means to take. If we use this option, no need to calculate the angle. This is only for 360 degree. For example, if we need on 180 degree, see, like that. 360 degree. Here we can give, if we don't want this, here we need 3 holes at each 45 degree, give like that. Or 4 holes means, if we need 5, if we give, it takes the entire angle and uniformly distribute. This is the axis hole. Okay. Now we have completed the pattern. Next is the cross section. Pattern we have completed, then the cross section. Go to view, this menu, view menu, manage view, here section, simplified rep, section, layer. Now we are going to create sections. So here new, in the new, planar, offset, x, y, z direction, zones are there. You will see one by one. Planar and offset is most important than the others. Anyway, we will see all the things. Planar, give the name, section A, give enter. We have to, in the planar we have to select one sketch plane, not sketching plane, simply select one plane, give OK. If you want to flip, just flip, give, this is the plane. If you want to change, remove this one and pick alternate plane. Okay, this is planar. No section. If you don't want to highlight, no section. Then section new, offset we will see, offset B, enter. In the offset we have to create the sketch, define, you have to select the sketching plane, sketch. And taking the references. If the section want to through this hole as well as this hole. Okay, only one hole we will cover. See. Then we have to cut here. Do OK. See. If you want to flip also, you can do. Okay. Then this is the offset section. By drawing the sketch, we have to, the sketch must come out from the geometry. If you keep the sketch in between the geometry or inside the geometry, it won't create section. Okay, next is the, we will see x, y, z direction, zones. For that we have to, no cross section. New, x direction, BC, enter. How it selects the x means with respect to the coordinate system. We have default coordinate system. See here, x vertical is y, this direction is z. If we need x, see here, if you want to y, see y is vertical, so it cuts in the, you want the z, see, okay, this is the, this one, x direction, y direction, z direction, all are same, what we have seen. Then zone, okay. New zone, D, enter. We have to select the datum planes to fix the zone. For example, I need the zone in between these one quadrant. We will see this quadrant. We have to create section, means we need to select this plane direction in this. So to change the direction, pick this button and the add plus button, add another plane this side. Okay, now see the preview. Okay, see the section created here. We want to edit, here also we can do, here also we can do edit definition. We want to change the direction, view, okay. If you want to flip, see, for example, leave this one, we will take this one, we have created by planar. See options, we can flip the clipping direction by picking this flip. See, you can change, flip. Okay, now we have seen all cross section creation methods. Thank you.